Game of the O.C.G. I'm here playing Batman. Arkham Knight. Hey, I forgot about this.
Colleen? Is that you again?
Candygram! Oh, don't pass out just yet. Come on. Show a little spine. Just wait till your father gets home. He's going to be furious about all this mess.
He deliberately left her alive. One of the most twisted fucking things Joker's ever done, honestly. Which was all part of his point.
Nothing like a trip down old memory lane, eh, Bats? And now a front row seat to the main event. You would have thought old Jim Gordon had been through enough. First, some handsome young maniac cripples his daughter. Now he's blaming himself for her being taken. You really should tell him this is your fault, Bats. I'm sure he'll understand. I mean, it's not like you went out and got his daughter killed. Well, not yet anyway. The night's still young.
Jim's on his way up. I can't do that now.
Oh, God, no.
This isn't your fault, Jim.
Of course it is. Crane's done this to get to me. I should have been here.
There's something I need to show you.
We haven't got time. She's not like us.
Identity confirmed.
She's strong, Jim. Stronger than you realize.
She works for you? This is all your fault.
I will find her.
She's my family! My daughter! She's all I've got! I never should have trusted you. Never! I'll do this on my own. Stay away from my family.
think that went quite well, considering. Of course, I wouldn't have told him, but that's why it's so liberating being me. You've got a lot to look forward to, Bats.
I need to find out what happened to Barbara. They covered their tracks by disabling the clock tower security cameras. If I hack the municipal CCTV system, I should be able to monitor all access points to the building. Concentrate. I need to find who took Barbara and how. That's the Arkham Knight. He's got Barbara. I need to confirm which car he took her in. There. That's the vehicle they took Barbara away in. Those tires are Amertech D60s. I can program the Batmobile to track their unique tread pattern. It'll lead me right to them.
Now that I think about it, how did Scarecrow know to go after your IT department? I mean, I had no idea she worked for you when I shot her. I just got lucky. Seriously, I was aiming for her head. Oh, if I'd only had a video camera when I swept Barbara off her feet. Poor old Jimbo had to make do with a slideshow.
Control Falcon 4, hostage situation near the clock tower. I think it's one of the
The
missing
tire
pieces.
tracks will lead me to Barbara. I can use the Batmobile forensic scanner to follow them.
Alfred, I want the Arkham Knight's name.
As do I, Master Bruce. He has presumably chosen that title for a reason. Where do you suggest we start?
Arkham City. Go through the files of every inmate who was released following the death of Hugo Strange. And Alfred,
Sir.
they knew about Barbara. Activate the Batcave security protocols. Don't drop your guard.
I've got Oracle, Batman. Now you can know who I am. Just gotta find me. But Gotham's a big place. There's a whole army between us. I'm ready for you.
Alfred, the militia have deployed a device. It's burrowed deep into the road.
Yes, I see it. Similar devices are being planted across the city.
I'll investigate.
No way. I heard they...
It's a bomb, Alfred. A well-armored one.
Oh dear. In that case, sir, should you really be standing quite so close?
I'm going to set up a remote link to the Batcomputer and hit it with every virus we've got. Once we're hacked in, I can expose the core and defuse it with a controlled explosion.
Very good, sir. Though I should warn you that the militia has already deployed a platoon of its unmanned tanks to stop you.
They won't.
Sir, the virus upload has destabilized the device. If you move too far away and lose the connection, it will flatten everything within a 10-block radius.
As you predicted, sir. He's trying to defuse the device. The drones you requested have been deployed. We need those bombs in place, Sergeant. They're our deterrent. I know, sir. I'll stop him dead. Rattler offline.
payload is exposed, I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
You think that's it, Dark Knight? I've got this whole city wired to blow. Try and disarm the explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years. No one is taking this from me. They'll get a charred crater if they try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes to discourage outside intervention.
That thing will flatten us! Move! I'm going!
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted to Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and take over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Miagani Island is rife with militia drones and troops.
Listen up, man. We control the bridges, but Batman can and will. Are you scared of the hidden criminals of Gotham? Of the tanks rolling across the road?
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
EV, for the shot. Good. We're gonna need it. You think he's coming? Oh, I know he is. Arkham Knight just kidnapped his friend. We got the drone. He's not catching us off guard. Better not. Batman accesses that terminal. I don't know what Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight will do to us. So what happened? The chemical factory blew up, but I don't see any giant clouds of fear gas. Batman happened. He went in there, tore through 3 units of our guys, nearly captured Scarecrow, and stopped the explosion. Damn.
So he's as good as the Arkham Knight says.
Yeah, he is. I can't believe Batman took out every guy in Ace. Drones reporting man down.
Hey, you just crashed the drone. You okay?
Our drone controller's not responding. We should check it out. Target locked. Spread out. I'm gonna check for casualties. I got him. He's over there. Come on.
Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous. I'm rebooting the network now.
Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear. Is that who I think it is?
Nigma. Contact me when
Nigma balls!
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know. It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me.
Yeah, because you're a fucking loon.
Impossible.
Please give me
I have one already.
Please give me for
I will
doing
mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
Ah, I forgot about that. Fucking man bat.
I saw a guy breathe Scarecrow's gas once. Not pretty.
Riddler has Catwoman. Tell me why.
I don't know.
Tell me why.
I just tied her up and left her inside.
Why? What's Nigma's play?
I ain't got a clue. I just brought her here and planted some of those trophies nearby. That's it. You gotta believe me.
I do.
Batman? That had better be you. And you had better be sorry.
Keep still. Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself?
Here you go.
Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy it while it lasts, Knight. I have more in store for you than hitting things.
Don't feel left out.
No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty, felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron Train Yard. My first test is waiting.
I'll come back for you. Stay here.
I'm wearing a bomb, Batman. Of course I'm staying here. Go get my keys. Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy, this is quite the dilemma, isn't it? Do you save the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped? Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death gauntlet. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble.
A challenge in the Cauldron Train Yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games, and I'll win. Selina's life depends on it. I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
Detective, you arrived! I thought Catwoman's little predicament might encourage your participation. I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hub...
There's a guy who puts fucking Riddler trophies everywhere.
...to the kind of humiliation I have in store.
yet here you are, Detective. The humiliation is waiting below.
Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first... What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom really fast. Tick-tock, Detective, tick-tock. Can that ramshackle motor handle this?
But you knew that. Just being a dick.
Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes?
Oh no. Oh boy.
The other way, Detective. Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm probably gonna fail.
My time, it's several times more precious than yours.
Leave the car now. The clock's ticking.
Stunning failure. Would you like to try again, Detective? You'll fail once more. Fail. More.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom really fast. Tick-tock, Detective, tick-tock. Can that ramshackle motor handle this?
Damn it.
Faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Turn around, you dark knucklehead.
Oh, eat a dick, Nigma.
Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more. Now pay attention, detective. Go left.
Oh, fuck, that's on me.
Oh, detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Welcome to my racetrack, detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going really fast. Tick-tock, detective. Tick-tock. Can that ramshackle motor handle this? Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours. Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more. Now pay attention, detective. Go left. You're close, detective. Don't fumble now. Fumble now.
Oh, shit.
Dark Knight, the ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me.
Oh, okay.
Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me, one of them won't. Great. Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Well done to the pair of you. That's the first key collected. Don't expect to be sinking your claws into too many more. Too many more. Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight, you sweet, naive sentinel, of course it wouldn't. But now I have several hundred terabytes of performance data relating to the latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. With that in mind, I have prepared for you something a little less knuckle-whitening and rather more brow-furrowing in Chinatown. Hurry on over, detective, or it won't be curiosity that kills the cat.
A GCPD officer has reported a hostage situation on Mercy Bridge, identifying one of the missing fire crew. He tried to approach, but was fired upon by multiple suspects. Take care, sir. All right, sir. Connection established. As expected, sir, a small drone force has been deployed to stop you.
Alpha target just hit a Diamondback. Armor breached. Drone flank initiated. Diamondback offline. Direct hit on Rattler. Armor still holding.
Now you must get back within range or the device will explode.
He got a drone. No! Rattler's hit. It's still operational. Enemy flanked. Lost the diamond. Rattler down. Drone moving to flanking position. Batman took out a drone. Make him pay. We lost the
The
unit.
bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Excellent work. Bomb defused.
You can't take out every bomb, Dark Knight. You know what it takes.
A GCPD officer has reported a hostage situation on Mercy Bridge, identifying one of the missing fire crew. He tried to approach, but was fired upon by multiple suspects. Take care.
Batman. Shout and charge him. Never fails.
That might be the worst advice fucking ever.
Can you believe it? I was in Blackgate, the Asylum, Arkham City. Never seen Batman. Not once. Just lucky, I guess. What's the bat doing here? Here he is! Get after him! See? That's some serious hardware. That must have cost a bundle. When you're talking about killing Batman, people reach deep into their pockets. Trust me.
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you.
Oh no!
Significant militia presence ahead.
Whatever will I do?
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Sergeant, working for his payload. He's coming.
Bomber tools online and ready to engage.
Tandem charge warhead, designed to penetrate the toughest armor. I've got surprises too, Batman.
Styled yourself as a guardian, Batman, a protector. Yet you can't be
Ah, shit.
I'm flanking him! Drone feed offline.
Get back!
Drone unit in Kingston is down! Alpha target spotted! Northern sector, Miyagani Island! Alpha target flanked! This ain't over. Batman sighted!
Track him!
Damn it! Rattler's taking damage! Batman's taking
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead. Car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road. Why? Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body. Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face. Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting. The door was torn off during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened. Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash. Oracle got out. I need to examine the reconstruction, pinpoint where she landed. Free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight's sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot. I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away. Lucius, Oracle left me the scrambler device at the scene of the crash. Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the... Investigate. A GCPD officer has reported a hostage situation on Mercy Bridge, identifying one of the missing fire crew. He tried to approach, but was fired upon by multiple suspects. Take care, sir.
Gotham went to sleep after Joker died.
Well, you had enough yet, punk? Speak up, we can't hear you. You won't win! Still think the Bat's coming to save the day, huh?
Yeah, that's it. He's here! Thank you. I thought I was dead for sure. Those animals.
Think. What do you remember about the attack?
The chief had us heading back into the city, searching for civilians. He said we weren't leaving anyone behind, and then from nowhere, this fireball or something slammed into us. I must have blacked out. Next thing I know, one of these psychos is stubbing a cigarette out on me. Have you found the others? What about the chief?
I'm still looking. Wait here. I'll arrange for you to be taken to safety. Someone's attacked the fire station in Bristol. I'm going to put out the blaze and find who's responsible.
That's here! Taking fire! Kingston unit offline! Alpha targets hit a drone! Multiple units engaging. It doesn't get away! There's more where that came from. I'm taking you down. Drone down.
been wiped out. Your men can resume patrols on Miyagani Island.
You got it, Batman. Thanks. Look out! Batman's here! It's him! Run!
Riddler, talk while you still can.
I'll tell you everything I know.
It'll do.
It'll do, donkey. It'll do.
Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance! Jeez, he's coming after us! Florek, get us out of here!
There he is. Falcon border control.
Here he is! Get him! Gonna have some fun with you!
Smash his face in!
Falcon 3 to control. Fight in progress, over. If they were smart, they'd run. Control. Hostiles have been taken out. Over.
Power to the fire suppression system has been cut. I need to get it back online to get the blaze under control. Firefly.
You beat me once, but that's a long time ago.
Gotham will burn! You'll burn alive! You're all mine! You'll be cinders when I'm done. I'll incinerate you. That's it, Batman. Keep chasing me. Fire consumes all. Get away!
Tonight, this stinking city will be purified by flames!
You know, sir, I believe we've met that charming pyromaniac before.
Firefly.
It seems Scarecrow...
You would not believe your eyes.
Tonight.
He's dangerous, Alfred. Keep watch for more fires. The rioters have taken the fire crew hostage. They'll regret it when I track them down. The bat creature's still at large on Miyagani Island. I'm going to hunt it down and take a blood sample, determine who or what it is.
Alfred, run analysis on the blood sample I just uploaded.
Right you are, Master Bruce. I'm searching for possible matches now. How you managed to get this sample is beyond me, sir. Ah, here we are. The blood is heavily mutated, but we have a partial match, a Dr. Kirk Langstrom.
Search for any properties in Gotham owned or leased by Dr. Langstrom.
Certainly. Let me see. Ah, he and his wife lease a basement laboratory in Chinatown. I'm sending you the address.
That tortured creature was once a man. Dr. Kirk Langstrom. There must be a cause for this transformation. His lab might hold the answer.
Proceed with caution, sir. The creature could well be hiding in familiar surroundings.
If it helps, look at this like a retirement fund. The bat's been in control for too long. It's about time we turn the tables on that freak.
Don't make me crack your skull and look for the answers inside.
I'll talk!
The right choice.
That you have failed to arrive at my challenge in Chinatown. Hurry along, detective. I like to avoid winning by default whenever possible.
So proud of you, honey. Go on. Tell them what you've done.
Joey's giving me any of them.
Hello, world. No, that's
Go on. Just be yourself.
okay. Full genetic resplicing was a success. The recombinant molecule.
Honey, you're doing it again. How about in English?
Yes, of course. Sorry. So, what we've done is merged the DNA of Desmodus rotundus, the vampire bat, into the human chain. This breakthrough it will prevent and cure deafness in all humanity. How was that?
Perfect, sweetie.
Are you getting this, honey?
I think so. Is the red light on?
Oh, man. Yeah, let's put bad DNA into our DNA. What's the worst that could happen? Turns into a giant man fucking bat? Oh, that could happen.
Honey, are you okay? Oh my God.
Ah.
There's a computer. Maybe it contains some answers.
Go on. Just be yourself.
Okay.
This computer stores all of Dr. Langstrom's research.
Mixing his DNA with a vampire bat? That was never going to end well. If I search through his files, I may be able to create an antidote to his condition. I need to isolate the man-bat's signature and remove it from Langstrom's DNA.
Come on, you fucker.
That's it. I've created a clean DNA sample. Now all I need to do is make him take his medicine. Alfred, I've synthesized a cure in Langstrom's lab. Now I just need to find him.
Any idea where he may be hiding?
He's not in control of his actions. He could be anywhere.
No one knows this city better than you, Master Bruce. You'll find him.
His wife? Your parents? What is it about dead relatives that turned you into a giant rodent?
Oh, that's fucked up. And funny.
The rioters have the Station 17 fire crew held hostage throughout the city. They're dead unless they help them. I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
Fucking Skippy.
good to be back. Gotham just wasn't the same without me, was it? I mean, Scarecrow's the biggest bad guy in town. Not for long.
Finally, Gotham belongs to the right people. No way we're giving it back. Evacuate? Screw that. Scarecrow don't scare me.
You're gonna wish you didn't say that later.
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks, Lucius. I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. I also have another friend who's in Australia, so you get along. And yeah, these graphics are really great. This game came out in 2015, so pretty early into PS4's life cycle. PS4 and Xbox One's life cycle. Still one of the best looking PS4 games, despite coming out very early in the life cycle. And even now, could compete with a lot of next-gen games. Yeah, I mean, like, the graphical jump was fucking insane. And what's crazy is, they didn't even use Unreal 4. You know, at the time they had just unveiled Unreal 4, they used a modified version of Unreal 3 for this. Because when they started working on Arkham Knight, it was before City was even out, so Unreal 4 wasn't even available. So instead of waiting, they modified it, and man, they did a great fucking job. And like I said, I would kill for a fucking next-gen remaster of this, man. Bump up the settings to PC's max, 1440p, 60 FPS. It would be incredible. And you know, say what you want to about Suicide Squad, but you can't say Suicide Squad isn't a fucking pretty game. Rocksteady has always known how to push graphics.
I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
Okay, I have to use the computer.
Identity confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. Upload waveform for analysis.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
Yeah, okay, so... the problem with Suicide Squad is that you can tell there was the game that Rocksteady wanted to make, and then there was the game that Warner Brothers wanted them to make, and they couldn't see eye to eye. On top of which, they were always in Suicide Squad for the long haul. They said that they wanted to support Suicide Squad for at least 5 years. Bare minimum. And they had DLC, or data miners, I guess you could say, have leaked that they intended to not only add new characters like they have been, but they intended to literally add new cities. They intended to bring back Gotham from the Arkham games, Keystone City, Arkham Asylum. So it looks like they have really ambitious stuff in mind for this game, and their plan was always to build on the game for years and years and years. They saw Suicide Squad as a foundation for them to keep adding new content, keep adding new heroes, keep adding new cities, new missions. Like, their idea was to show how a live service game could be good, adding, like, actual big new content. And whether they get to do that or not remains to be seen. if Warner Brothers will let them, because Warner Brothers has a nasty habit of just, oh, the game's not doing well immediately, pull the plug. And I firmly believe that Suicide Squad can turn it around. With them committed to the long haul for the game, and with them patching stuff in and, fixing features, I do believe they can turn it around. Rocksteady is nothing if not committed. On top of them adding all this cool stuff, it's just a question of, will Warner Brothers let them? And honestly, if legitimately, you have to take leaks with a grain of salt. But these leaks are from credible people. If they brought the Arkham games Gotham City as a playable space, my head would fucking pop off and land off my body. That would make it like a fucking immediate purchase for me. Like, imagine, literally, if they brought the Arkham City, or not Arkham City, if they brought the Gotham City from the Arkham games back to exploring Suicide Squad. And, of course, it would be, remade with modern graphics. That alone would just, fucking drool. And that's what the DLC was, data miners and shit were finding, that they had plans to bring Gotham City back to this, and Arkham Asylum, as, full cities and shit. So, they told people that they had very ambitious plans, that they were going to add actual content to the game, not just skin packs. So, that alone would bring a bunch of Batman fans back. Oh, shit, I can go back to Gotham. Just imagine if they let you go back to the Arkham Asylum from the Arkham games. With modern graphics, dude, that alone, I can know a bunch of Batman fans who would just throw money at the game just for that. The question is, will they let them? And, at the end of the day, I haven't played Suicide Squad, so I can't judge, but I've seen a bunch of stuff in it. I've watched gameplay. I've done, looked at the story, because I just couldn't justify buying it full price with the state it's in now, but I am keeping my eye on it in the hopes that they can turn it around. And as a fan of these games, a tremendous fan of the Batman games, I have hope. The gameplay, from what I've seen in Suicide Squad, is great. It's not the gameplay that's a problem. Even the story setup, them having to kill evil Justice League, it's the live service elements. Sadly, it's almost like the shit with the Avengers game repeated itself. Okay, because you can see in the Avengers game, the type of stuff that they wanted to make, Crystal Dynamics wanted to make, like the linear story sequences, that's what they were good at, is story-driven games with linear sequences. You can tell when you're playing those, it's like, man, this is fucking great. And then when they introduced live service elements, you're like, oh, okay, this is the board-mandated shit that Square Enix forced in. And it clearly felt like a battle between two different games, the game that Crystal Dynamics wanted to make, and the one that Square Enix wanted to make, and it feels like the same thing happened with Suicide Squad. It's like, well, I know you want to focus on the story, but we would really like you to put in all this fucking live service grindy bullshit. So, and with Warner Brothers pushing so aggressively for microtransactions and monetization, you cannot tell me that shit was Rocksteady's idea. They didn't have any fucking microtransactions in any of their games prior to Suicide Squad. When WB was going on a huge push, put in Mortal Kombat. Same with Mortal Kombat, man. Everybody, obviously people are clowning the name because Mortal Kombat 1 is a stupid fucking name for the 12th game in a series, and especially because it literally continues the story from the prior game, so calling it 1 is a misnomer. It's not even a reboot. But the actual game is great. The combat, from what I've seen in Mortal Kombat 1, is great. It's high production value. The tag team fighters are cool. The way it seamlessly launches into matches and pans away, super fucking cool. It's just the microtransactions that people fucking hate. So, same thing killed the Shadow of games. They did Shadow of War, and I fucking love Shadow of War. It is one of my favorite games. I will defend it till my dying fucking breath. But you can tell the microtransactions that Warner Brothers fucking shoehorned into that game. Thankfully, it didn't derail the game. You could totally play the game and not fuck with it and still have a great time. I played through the whole thing at launch and had a fucking blast with Shadow of War. Almost 100% completed it. But the fan outrage was so bad over the microtransactions that they eventually wound up taking them out, which, good for them. But by then it was too late. The game had undersold, and they basically shit-canned the series. So, Shadow of War was a fucking amazing game that they fucking torpedoed with microtransactions. Mortal Kombat 1, amazing game that they fucking torpedo with microtransactions. Suicide Squad, could have been a fucking 10 out of 10 game that they torpedoed with fucking live service bullshit. And microtransactions. So you get the double whammy. Gotham Knights, they also shoved that shit in there. So it's like Warner Brothers has all these great studios that know what they're doing, and then they piss on it. And what's crazy is after all these things on live service games, I'm like, have you learned nothing? You know, and every time, it's hilarious because they're like, well, we need live service games. You know, single-player games are dead. And then every fucking time, without fail, a purely single-player game will come. It will sweep the awards and make a fucking killing financially. Like, everyone's like, well, you know, Hogwarts Legacy should have multiplayer. Hogwarts Legacy should have online. It's never going to do that. Single-player became the best-selling game of fucking 2023. Did not have a fucking lick of multiplayer in that fucking game. Just swept, overtook Call of Duty for the #1 spot, okay? Sold over 23 million fucking copies. Is still selling. One of the most profitable games in the last several years. Made over $1 billion. Not a single microtransaction. And that was fucking Warner Brothers. So, like, imagine. I'm sorry, I get heated about this stuff. Imagine being a Warner Brothers executive and looking at all these games with microtransactions, seeing them floundering. They said they lost over $200 million on Suicide Squad in the red. Then looking at the single-player game in your roster and seeing it fucking biggest game of the year, doing super fucking well, and then thinking, you know what? We should go and push the games that have been doing terribly for us and ignore the game that's been our biggest fucking success in like the last 5 years. Well, I mean, they didn't entirely ignore it. Thank God they're working on a Hogwarts Legacy 2 and maybe even DLC, but still, like the fact that they literally, their single-player only game with no microtransactions has been their biggest success. All their live service games have fucking crashed and burned, and they're thinking, you know what we need? More microtransactions. It's like, literally, follow the money, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I understand the studios the corporations want money. They look for money and all that, but follow the money. You literally can see that your single-player game is the biggest thing you've done in years. In a year where you've had like 3 live service fails, your one win was the single-player game. You should learn something from that. You know what I mean? Or like people are saying single-player games are dead. Then Baldur's Gate 3 came out and fucking obliterated sales and fucking award season. Just fucking sweeped. And like I've said before, Baldur's Gate 3 is not my cup of tea. I'm not a fan of the top-down D&D rule set. But still, for what it was fucking phenomenal and didn't have any of that bullshit. You know? Or Spider-Man 2. Just fucking amazing single-player only game. Dropped fucking bundles. It's been out just now? It's been over 7-8 months. Already sold 12 million copies. I think it is the best-selling PS5 exclusive. Single-player only. So all these people are like, single-player is dead. Like, no, it's really not. And when they say single-player is dead, they don't mean let's have multiplayer, because obviously multiplayer games can be successful. They mean let's do live service, and most of the time people fucking hate that shit. And on top of which, okay, I would honestly say that probably one of the games in this year that has the most hype is not even a full game, it's the fucking DLC for Elden Ring. A single expansion for a single-player game is generating more fucking hype than any of these brand new live service games. A fucking DLC. And, you know, when I say that, it's underselling Shadow of the Erdtree, but still, that's what I'm saying. So even the single-player DLCs are fucking sweeping. And you can play a little bit co-op, but you know what I mean? Elden Ring is mainly a single-player game. That's what it was built for in mind. Being able to summon help for certain bosses and stuff like that is not the same as being a cooperative game. Dragon's Dogma 2, totally single-player only game, fucking sweeping. And yes, it has some microtransactions, but they're done in a way that is okay with me, because they're literally just for if you're lazy. Everything in the microtransactions can be bought in games. It's the same with Resident Evil. You're not like, oh my god, I have to grind for hours and hours. It's literally like, oh, I don't feel like playing the game, okay? It's like Resident Evil. All the recent Resident Evil games have had microtransactions. I didn't buy a single fucking one of them. Had a great time. Felt like I got a complete game for my money. So, like, if there's anyone who can do ethical microtransactions, it is Capcom. They're like, oh, you don't want to play the game on the hardest difficulty? Well, if you don't want to, you can cheat and skip ahead. But, you know, we're not making you do that. So, you know, it's just baffling, dude. And then they finally announced a new Arkham game, and it's a goddamn fucking VR exclusive. Like, and it's not just VR exclusive. It's fucking MetaQuest. So it's like, okay, already, by picking VR only, you've already narrowed down your audience to such a small subsection. But then, you're not even saying, well, just all VR. You're saying this one particular VR set. Like, congratulations. You have automatically doomed this fucking game to fail. Right out of the gate. Like, who is asking for this shit? Who said, you know what? We need a new Batman game that's VR only. And it only on fucking MetaQuest 3. Nobody said that. Okay? You know what? If they had released another single-player Arkham game, if they had released another fucking single-player Arkham game, it would have fucking sweeped. It would have been one of the biggest games of the fucking year. Okay? It was not even an Arkham game. Let's say that you're done with that universe. Just do a fucking Batman game. That's not VR. Like, how hard do you need to make this? And I've never, like, you know the meme, the ooh, ah. That was the announcement of Arkham Shadow. It's like, Arkham game. Oh, it's VR. Like, you could literally see people fucking deflate in real time. I watched it and I'm like, fuck. Like, I was so excited because it looked really pretty. And I'm not even saying it's going to be a bad game, but I'm saying, like, oh, man, like, you know, there may be a time when VR is, like, the future of gaming, okay? But right now, that is not that. And it is far fucking away. I'm going to say at least 10 years before it's even viable. Probably longer before it overtakes mainstream gaming, okay? VR games are graphically dated. They look like a generation behind other games because the VR is so demanding to run. So it's like I'm paying extra for a game that looks worse than the games I could just buy on my regular console or PC. They have very little support. Most of them don't even have full movement. You point and click, so they haven't figured out something that fucking games in NES could do. And none of them, I have yet to see a fully featured VR game that rivals any of the big, huge releases on consoles. Okay? And not only that, but you're literally, for PSVR 2, whatever the fuck they call it, you're having to pay $500. The same amount of money as the basic fucking system for a few VR games. And it's not even backwards compatible with the PS4 VR. So, which is hilarious, because PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4, but the PS5 VR is not backwards compatible with PSVR. So they could have had at least a somewhat decent back library, and it's like, no, you get like 5 games top, and you'll fucking like it. So, you know, in the future, we may be in the fucking Matrix and doing VR and all that shit, but here and now, VR can't compete graphically, can't compete feature set wise with games that are already releasing now and games that are much cheaper. Okay? So the only people who are really going to be buying VR games are people who are enthusiasts with a lot of money to spare. And that's not like to throw shade at people who like VR, okay? If I had the money to throw it on VR, I probably would, just to fuck with it, just to try it out, okay? But I'm saying a lot of people don't have $500-$600 to drop on a VR set that has 5 game support on top of buying the console. So you're asking the consumer to buy the system, buy the game, and then buy the VR set. So that's like you're literally asking for a $1,070 fucking down payment right away. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Even the best-selling VR game of all time, Have Like Alex, sold like 2 million copies. Compare that to fucking any other main Valve game, okay? And that was by far and away the best-selling VR game of all time, okay? So it's just not viable. It is just not viable. So, and that's like, if, like I said, if we had the whole market. We have this one narrow subsection of MetaQuest, okay? So it's like, I hope that Zuckerberg paid you guys well. I'm sure he could, okay? Because you just basically doomed the game. You made it dead on fucking arrival, bro. So, you know, and it sucks because they look at fucking, sorry, it's just like, it's so crazy, man. It is so fucking crazy. Like, Batman has honestly probably never been more popular. Okay? the hype for Batman has only increased. Especially with fucking, the Batman. The Batman was a fucking amazing movie, and it caused almost like a huge fucking resurgence in Batman stuff. I fucking love the Batman. I didn't think it was going to be bad like a lot of people did, because I had seen Robert Pattinson in other stuff that wasn't, Twilight. People who say that Robert Pattinson can't act have not seen him outside of Twilight. Like, if you see the stuff he did before and after, he can't act. You're just, like, literally going by his worst movie. Like, every fucking actor doesn't have one. And in all fairness, it's not that he didn't act in Twilight. He filled the role. It's just emo drama bullshit. I mean, he acted Edward as he was written. He was a teenager, he took a paycheck. But, it's even Kristen Stewart, she can act outside of fucking Twilight. She's done a lot of great movies, like Underwater. Fucking great horror movie. Regardless, getting back on point, okay? So, the Batman was a huge fucking success, and it introduced a whole new generation of Batman and reignited interest in Batman, okay? So now would be the perfect time to capitalize off of another Batman game. It's like just fucking waiting, and it's like, people are always saying, corporations only care about money. And I kind of hear what you're saying, but then I also see all these opportunities for easy money that they're pissing away. Okay? Because anybody could tell you, man, we should be making Batman games. We'll make money off Batman games. Even if you look back, it's like, well, every single other Batman game besides Gotham Knights that Warner Brothers did was a success. Asylum, City, Origins, Knight, and even Gotham Knights made a profit. It didn't do as well as they had hoped, but it still made a profit. So it's like, out of the 5 Batman games we released, they've all made money, and most of them quite a bit of money. And they're like, nah, let's do a VR game. So that, to me, is pissing on money. Like, literally, they could have been making fucking huge stacks of Batman money. Okay? And Batman is like one of those evergreen franchises, okay? Batman is, there may be some times where Batman is more popular or less popular. There will always be a fucking fan base for Batman. Always. There's never going to be, like, a people who, oh, Batman game, I don't fucking care. You will always have people who are ready and willing to hand you money for a Batman game. If they announced a proper Batman game that wasn't a VR shit and it was good, I would buy that shit tomorrow. I went to the fucking midnight launch for Arkham Knight. As soon as they announced Gotham Knights, it had my attention. Just being Batman adjacent. And I don't think Gotham Knights was a bad game, actually. I think it wasn't as good as the Arkham games. But on its own merits, I think it was pretty good. And it had a fraction of the budget. So, you can't really blame them for that, And it was meant to be the start of a series. And Gotham Knights, they've made 4 different heroes that control completely differently, okay? That was pretty ambitious task. So, they can combat, traversal, they handle. They really swung for it. It's hard enough to make an open world game focusing on one hero and doing it justice, but 4 totally different ones, hard. So, they swung for the fences for a first time, series. Well, whatever. But yeah, so I'm saying, it's an evergreen franchise. People will always want fucking Batman games. And then they're like, oh, why are we losing money? Maybe because you're making games that people don't care about, and the ones you do make that people care about, you're fucking swamping them. Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw that in Discord. Sorry, I was on the middle of a fucking tangent. I was talking about, the ruination of WB, and how they have all these great game studios and game teams, and they just piss in their mouth. And how frustrating it is that they finally announced a new Batman game, and it's a fucking Quest exclusive. Jesus Christ.
The Knight's transmitting from the Miyagani Tunnel Network.
Yes, exactly.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car.
You can totally get it.
Where you'd like us to focus our efforts.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's not a case... It's not a case of they don't have the right dev teams, okay? They have some of the best dev teams in the industry. NetherRealm Studios kicks ass. Rocksteady kicks ass. The team behind Hogwarts Legacy kicks ass. It is purely the corporations who are ruining the games by forcing their bullshit on them. The dev teams are good. So it's like if they just back the fuck up and let them make the games they wanted to make, it would be a success. They're torpedoing their own shit. CPU virus.
Ah, you'll like this. Wrote it myself when I saw what you were up against.
Not bad.
An upgrade to your weapons generator will let you overcharge the Batmobile's secondary weapons. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. Excellent choice. I'll prepare it right away. Now, if there's anything else you need, I'll be here all night. Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
You know? And like I said, you can clearly see when Rocksteady got to make the games they wanted to make, how good it was.
Where's Harley anyway?
And when fucking WB decided to overstep and force their bullshit into it, what happened, okay? I firmly believe that if they had let Rocksteady do Suicide Squad the way they wanted to do it, and not force their shit in there, we would not have had the problems that we ran into with Suicide Squad.
This ain't Batman's turf no more. You better get used to it.
You've got contact. Heavy contact. Outside the tunnel. Suggest immediate exfil, sir.
Ah, I forgot. I didn't see the name. Oh well.
I don't think you'll be solving this one.
Oh, is it coming to PlayStation Plus? Well, that's, I mean, maybe if they get more people to try it, it won't be that bad. I don't know, man. It just sucks. Because, like, you can see there's moments of greatness, you know?
Take care, Mr. Wayne.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the...
Like, there are moments of greatness. Hey, how's it going, Pixel Bear? There are moments of greatness. Oh, okay. I get what you mean. There are moments of greatness in Suicide Squad. Okay? It is a gorgeous game. You cannot say it's not one of the prettiest looking games out there. The character models, the animations, the explosions, the city. Once again, Rockstar proves they know how to do graphics. It is gorgeous. The gunplay and the combat looks incredibly fun. I've seen the traversal, the swinging. It looks fun to play. The actual story missions, where you're doing like the story objectives, looks great. Like the focus story, it's like everything else, the stuff that they forced them to put in the game, the live service bullshit.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Hold off until I get there.
I was explaining that earlier. You know, you see the, what do they call it? The meme. Okay? That was like a real-time example of that. Ooh, Batman game. Oh, VR only. Like, I literally watched that trailer and I felt my enthusiasm dying in real time. You know, it used to be that Warner Brothers would stay the fuck out of Rocksteady's games and let them make the games they wanted to make. And when they did that, we got all the Arkham games, okay? When they let Rocksteady make the games they wanted to make, great. As soon as they step in and start shoving all their shit into it, they fuck everything up.
You know anything about that new guy? The one working with Scarecrow? Nothing much.
You've got contact. Heavy contact. Outside the tunnel. Just immediate exfil, sir. Drone's been hit. It's still on a fight. Drone's been hit. Batman's taking out a rattler. Drone's heat online.
the tunnel entrance. Open the doors.
Just a moment, sir. I'm accessing the building's security.
Honestly, dude, I gotta give props to you for being the second boss, man. It really, I couldn't do it. I mean, I will eventually, but I couldn't fucking do it.
There's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh dear. It seems they've locked me out of the system. They must know you're here.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'll find another way in. Have you made any progress on the cure?
Getting there. Hey, I haven't heard from Barbara for a while. Is she okay?
She's fine. She's working on something for me. It's important.
But she's safe, right?
Don't worry, Tim. Just keep working on that cure.
Okay, jumping forward dash. The whole fucking health refill is the thing that really gets me, honestly.
How very me of you! Though I can see why you didn't tell him after old Jimbo's hysterical overreaction. Still, if you cared about Barbara the way that little side girl does, maybe she wouldn't have got kidnapped in the first place. They're star-crossed, Patsy. Like me and you. Shame they're being torn apart thanks to your crusade. So let's Barbara's kidnapped, and let's face it, probably dead. You're lying to Loverboy Wonder about it, and dear old Jim's marched off on his lonesome to save the day.
Ah, okay.
Not your best day at the office, Bats. Something on your mind? Let Robin out of his cage. You can't force him to slave over your cure. After he gets himself killed out there, you won't have to tell him about Barbara. It's win-win. You think he's really... It's your nasty case of juice. Not a chance. Ironic, Brucey. We both know there's no cure for me. Can you remember when it was simple? Back in the old days when it was just you, me, a regular war against crime? Well, take a look, Bats. Things change. Now it's just war, with you standing right bang in the center. Of course, like with any war, there are casualties. It's inevitable, unavoidable, like death. Maybe not. I sidestepped that one. Still, not all of us are so lucky. Remember Talia?
Damn it.
Of course you do. How could you forget a girl like that? All it took was one piece of lead and your hopes of happily ever after. You blamed me, of course, but you were wrong. You put her in my crosshairs, Bats. Sure, she didn't do herself any favors, but it was you. You see, people trust you. They believe in you.
Man, Mark Hamill does such a great job in this game.
Your war, and you are about to get them all killed.
And it's almost kind of funny because it's like the Batman game where technically if Joker's dead is the one he's in the most of all. I'd say he probably has more scenes in Arkham Knight than in any other of the Batman game.
Regular prisoners. Hit the outer walls. At least tonight we're getting out. First thing get all these things. Rob a military installation. Is he rich? This stuff looks expensive. They're all
Hey, Bats. You see these guys? Think they own Gotham.
Tri-weave titanium-coated armor plate. Nice. Unless you know exactly where to shoot. You're gone, Dark Knight. Even better than I remember. It's gonna make it even more satisfying when I kill you. Oh, and don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of it than you know. Batman's in the control room. Show him what happens when he messes with minds.
You're not getting through me!
Damn it. Fucking medics.
Know you very well now, does he? I think you're trapped down here. What kind of supervillain thinks a bullet to the stomach and a handful of tanks will stop the Batman?
Target sighted!
rescue Oracle and make the Arkham Knight pay.
You're back in the car, Master Bruce.
I'm going after the Knight. He's here in the tunnel.
Then let us hope he has Miss Gordon with him.
I didn't have I'm supposed to open this. Oh, never mind.
No sign of Miss Gordon.
He knows where she is out there. He's not getting away.
That car's gonna smash us to pieces! Fire! Keep him away! Took out another one.
Yeah, because you suck.
The driver isn't the Arkham Knight, but he'll know where I can find him.
How does it feel to be chasing the wrong man?
Oh, yeah, you get the voice imitator. So great. The things you can do with it, man, are just terrific. I love this. It's so brutal.
You think I didn't know you were tracking my broadcast location? It's a lesson, Batman. I know how you think, which means I know how to beat you.
Where is he?
With Barbara Gordon. She's ours now. Can you imagine what the Knight's going to do to her?
Like, this is so fucking brutal, man.
What are you doing? No! You can't do this!
Honestly, I'd be fucking pissing myself.
Where is he?
He's gone to see the little man, the Penguin. He supplied the safe houses for the attack. The Knight's gone to pay him for his services. That's it. That's all I know. No more! Stop, please! I'll tell you, just stop!
Remember something else?
He uses a refrigeration company as a front. The trucks distribute weapons throughout the city.
What's it called?
North Refrigeration.
Thank you.
Alfred, I need you to find out everything you can about North Refrigeration.
Of course. May I inquire why?
Penguin's supplying arms to the Arkham Knight, and right now, he's the best lead we have to finding Barbara.
I'll look into it right away, sir. Ah, I can see Mr. Fox is trying to contact you.
Lucius.
Mr. Wayne, your new Batmobile upgrade
Oh
is ready.
yeah!
The Batwing is en route to Grand Avenue.
Sir, I've discovered an exploit the Arkham Knight was using to broadcast via your gauntlet. Rest assured that all our communications are securely encrypted. Should I lock him out to prevent further disruptions?
Keep the channel open, Alfred. The more you talk, the more I know about it.
Very well, sir.
Upgrade!
Sir, we just tracked a fast-moving aircraft heading in on Grand Avenue. This thing just pulled a J-turn, clocking in at 12 Gs. I don't know anything that can do that.
I do. Show it what it means to go to war.
Weapons Generator Mark III allows the user to overcharge secondary weapons, increasing their offensive capability.
I got him! Target's at Grand Avenue! He got a drone! No! Diamondback's hit! It won't take another strike! Diamondback down! Rattler's been hit!
Hit him hard, Sergeant. I want that car wrecked.
Drone moving to flanking position! That's a hit! Batman just took out a Diamondback! He just took out the drone unit in Grand Avenue!
Sir, I've been looking into North Refrigeration as you requested. It seems Master Grayson has been investigating them for some time.
Good. Tell him to send me what he has.
He insisted on seeing you in person, sir. He's on his way from Bloodhaven with the pertinent information. He'll meet you on a rooftop overlooking the Ranelagh Ferry Terminal.
Thanks, Alfred.
In the meantime, sir, scans have established that the Arkham Knight has mobilized his senior lieutenants in armored personnel carriers throughout the city. We currently have a lock on one such vehicle, should you wish to intervene and remove them from the battle.
So Riddler bagged the cat, did he? Oh, he'll regret pissing her off.
Yes, yes he will.
Tonight's a great night to be bad.
This is the true Gotham. All those other people couldn't face it. It's why they left. This is how things ought to be.
You hear that? This is our city now. We get to do whatever we want. And that includes beating you.
Stop! Please! What do you want?
Hey, he's smart. He's trying to figure it out.
What do you think we want? I don't know! Wrong answer. Try again. Money? Hey, money sounds good. Maybe he's right.
Nah, give him another guess.
I don't know. You want to know what we want? You really want to know? We want chaos. We want destruction. Most of all, we want you to suffer.
Look out! It's the bat!
Hold on a second. I'm gonna take a short break and switch games.